What a season. What a final day. Let's look back on it. Season review. What a final game. What a season. Let's have a look at the review and let's look towards next season. And the championship. Who'd have thought it? Let's go. Just look at that table, guys. Just look at it right there. Charlton did go up as champions on 92 points, deservedly, to be fair. But we finished second, and I'm really proud of that. On equal points, we only went up by goal difference. Thank you, Rai. But we're still up. That's all that matters. Playoffs at the moment. I've literally just filmed this not too long after the final game, so we've not actually gone through the playoffs yet, which I will also keep you updated on when they finish, and I'll let you know who the other team to go up is, and that is also when I'll let you know about all the other leagues too. So I'm just going through our moments at this present stage. But yeah, we went up and amazing, fantastic. Rai, leading goal scorer, 25 goals in the league this season. Average rating player of the season is Harry Pickering, who's interestingly not here anymore. And interestingly, I've just got a call. Right, so I have no clue where I was, basically. So if I reiterate something, blame Racing with Hannah, right? If you get on Twitter, Racing with Hannah, that's the person that you need to blame. Now, back to this. Pickering still being the best player this season, but Rai is still there. Assists, we weren't in it. That was Matthews at Shrewsbury. Player of the matches, Barlaser came in third. Unfortunately, we won't be able to keep Barlaser, so we'll get to that later. He's off to America. Dreaming big. What a season, though. We're still going to the championship. And the screen that we all wanted. The screen we want to see. Crewe promoted. Oh, we've won promotion in second place. Crewe have only won one of the last 5 away games. Why do they need to put that on there? I'm not sure. Not sure it's needed. Not sure it's needed. It was a season of unlikely yet jubilant success for the Railwaymen. Brilliant. Choo-choo. Who consistently defined the odds from the outset and eventually just clinched that promotion. Yes, we did. The initial budgets for next season, it's almost crazy that we've got money to spend. Like, I've not had this yet. I've not had this. It's all been in the wages. But the initial budget's here, £4 million to spend, 69,000. Childish. 69,000 on wages. We could have some fun here. We could have some fun. So, who do you want, basically? Get it into the comments. Who do you think we should bring in? Artel, ecstatic with Crewe promotion. Thanks. Took your job. So you probably should be a little bit angrier at me than that, David. But thank you. Thank you anyway. The board are praising my unbelievable promotion. I want the stands named after me, please. That would be nice. I'd enjoy that. Lowry praised me. If any, too much praise now. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, boys, but we're good. A little bit of information. You might want to hear it, you might not, but Owen Dale has had a little argument with me. He wants a new contract. I said, well, all right, we'll have a chat about it. He wanted £5,000 a week. Not happening. Not happening, Owen Dale. So what I did, I just triggered his contract extension and said, hey, you got to stay for another year. Tough. He's on my back, so I feel like I should give him more than that. But, Owen, you can't mess around with me. I am the boss. Everyone wants a new contract. Now, I can't just give you a contract, boys. I can't just do it. Blooming Sass Davis as well. To be fair, he's on £500 a week, so... But he's not going to be a first-team player, mate. Right, to keep you up with League One here, I've been sitting cross-legged, if you want to see the random movement. Oxford have not made it into the playoff final, which is just outrageous to me. It's going to be Bristol Rovers versus Ipswich, and... Oxford, what is going on? So here it is. This is the section of this show you really wanted to hear about. It's the overall Crewe best 11. This is the squad. Jaskalainen will be in goal. Pickering on the left. Medley and Kenner in the middle with NG on the right. Barlaser and Lowry just in front of them. Dell on the right. Gribben in the middle. Kirk on the left. Edmondson up front. It's the squad that started this season is exactly what that is. So Noah Kenny was the pick of the 4 players who came in, who was part of this golden generation, as it's known. The club should be proud of this golden generation. With Perry NG, Harry Pickering, Lowry, Dale, Charlie Kirk, all coming through the ranks. Noah Kenny was the pick of the ones who is new into it. He came in on loan this season. Bollez, Forestieri and Rhodes were the others to become part of history, but they are just on the bench. The bench is Eddie Nolan, Sass Davis, Brandon Cooper, Ryan Wintle, Forestieri, Ainley and Jordan Rhodes there indeed. There may be a few players that you want to know what they're doing right now and how their seasons went. Let me take you to those. First of all, got to go to Harry Pickering, who went to Watford. We do know that. How many games did he get? How did he do? 14 appearances for Watford, so he did make a lot of starts. They did put him into the first team, which is fantastic. We'll find out more about what Watford did when we go through how each league in England progressed. But well done, Harry. Well done. Deserved. Big fan. Eddie Nolan. We did get rid of Eddie Nolan. He went to Portsmouth. Did he get onto the pitch very often? That's the next thing. We sold him at the start of the season for 130k. He's played 11 games this season, just 5 starts, 6 sub appearances for Eddie Nolan. He's on our subs bench for our best overall team, but he's on their sub bench most of the time. Brandon Cooper is still at Swansea. They wouldn't let him come to us last season. I might even be cheeky and go in for him again at the start of next season, actually, and see if we can bring him into us again as a central defender. Let's see if he played. I don't know how much. 11 games. He played 11 games for Swansea. 8 starting, 3 off the bench. No goals, a 6.75 average rating over here. So nothing too special from him. Maybe that does give him a chance to come to Crewe next season. What do you think, guys? Should we do it? And that's it for the players who aren't with us. Not that many that aren't with us anymore. We like to keep our team quite close, quite tight. There's a few players that we are definitely going to have to try and bring back. I know what you're thinking. Right. We'll see what we can do, I guess. The Crewe End of Season Awards are here. They're out right about now. It was a great ceremony. Loved it. Maybe had too many. I'm not going to lie about it. Fans Player of the Year, Ryan Edmondson, 43% of the vote. Tom Lowry, second on 24%. And Perry Ing, I know I never say it right, is there in third. Goal of the season, Callum Ainley. Should we see it? Why not? Do you remember it? I'm not sure I do. I think it's Callum Ainley. Callum Ainley came on, didn't he, for 2 games in the season. Here it is. It comes out to Lowry, who knocks it back to Pickering. Remember the glory days of Pickering. Into Ainley. Turns it onto that right foot. Oh, that's worth it. That's worth it. Well done. Walk away with the trophy. Pushkas Ainley, as it should be known. Or Callum Push. Signing of the season. Would you believe? Jordan Rhodes. Well done, Jordan Rhodes. Look, you get a lot of stick in real life and on here. So well done to you. And young player of the season, Ryan Edmondson, again, 19 years of age. He did walk away with the golden boot, so congratulations to him. All right, let's have the season review, shall we? All of Crewe's dreams came true this season as they defied expectations, suggesting that they would be relegation certainties and instead mounted an almost unbelievable promotion-winning campaign. It was a season of unlikely yet jubilant success for the Railwaymen, who consistently defied the odds from the outset and eventually clinched promotion. Thank you very much, BBC Radio Stoke. My favourite of the Stoke radios. We did get to the 5th round of the FA Cup, if you remember that glorious run. Not as glorious as our Carabao Cup run, where we got to the quarterfinals, knocked out by Bournemouth in the FA Cup, Everton in that Carabao Cup quarterfinal, and we were the runners-up, obviously, in our league. Didn't do so well in the Leasing Cup trophy, but we don't care. We don't have to play that rubbish again. Positives. We were 60% full in our attendance with 6,000 people. We can hopefully boost that all the way to full potential of 10,000 next time. That would be beautiful. But we did use a lot of players. The second highest, 33 different players, did step out for us last season. I'm really pleased with it. Best game of the season supposedly was 1-0 against Blackpool. We had many 4 and 5-0 wins, but according to this, that was our match of the season. And the game to forget is the one against Shrewsbury, which I don't even want to talk about now. Oh, where should we go? What are we thinking? Are we thinking let's go abroad? Let's go to Portugal, a bit of America. What are the options? Northwest England or Scotland? Well, it's Scotland. It's a different country, isn't it? So, exciting. Exciting for everyone, that. Here's another bit of information from the season just gone. Edmondson did break the goal scoring record. 33 goals for Crewe in one season. Was a record, breaking his own record of 24 the season before. What a player. Can you guess who I'm trying to get back? Of course I am. Of course. Edmondson also said the records breaking left, right and centre from him. 8 player of the matches from Ryan Edmondson. He's just killing it, isn't he? Just killing it. Jaskalainen, new clean sheet record of 29, beating last season's 23. We just had such a good season, and the most important thing, guys, is this. It's down to Rai, whether he joins us next season. Leeds have accepted the offer for us to bring him back next year. Who knows? Who knows? But we're hoping. And this is the most important bit of news that we can dream of. It is our best player, Ryan Edmondson. He has signed on for another season. He's going to take on the championship with us, and we're so happy about it. So pleased about it. The fans are happy about it. They're pleased to see him come back, and aren't we all? Aren't we all? Commercial summary, always nice to see as well. We're up 166k there on our sponsorships, which is great. Corporate and hospitality's gone up as well, including match day commercial revenue. Everything's going up, broadcast revenues, everything, which is very, very good to see. Interestingly, total merch sales 191k with non-domestic, so abroad 19,000. That's not bad. Not bad at all. The club sold 2,569 shirts with the following names selling particularly well. Number 1 was Fernando Forestieri. Number 2, Edmondson. 3, Lowry. Rhodes came in at 4, and Wintle was the last one in there at 5. Fantastic work for the team. We've got new scouting budgets next season as well. It's only 80k. Just in case you know my lighting's different, I've just opened the door. It's getting very warm. Very warm. Yeah, 250k for participating in the FA Cup, which is fantastic. But I don't know if you can see this little thing up here. I am very worried about what that's going to be. Tom Lowry is asking to discuss his future, and I've fallen out. I may have fallen out with Tom Lowry again because I've refused to give him what he wants. So here are the awards for the final bit of the season, because everything's closed now. Ryan Edmondson has walked away with the top goal scorer in the league this season. We knew that. 25 goals in the league with 8 assists and 40 appearances. Fantastic work from him. Players in the team of the season. We did sneak 3 in there. Zach Medley got in, Lowry and Edmondson, but predominantly a Charlton team. Basically, to say they only finished a couple of points ahead of us, I think that's a bit unfair on some of my boys. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the other leagues, and that'll be it for this moment. We're just going to go to that. That's the season review over once we see what everybody else has done, and then I'll start to work on what we're going to bring in next season. So let's start in League 2, shall we? We can see. All right, by my head, you can't see it, but let me tell you who it is. Morecambe finished bottom, and Swindon also got relegated there from League 2. Not great for Swindon. You always expect a little bit more from them, but promotion, that's what we want to know. Doncaster finished top of the league on 83 points, 6 points ahead of the closest rival, which was Oldham. Bradford finished 3rd, and then through the playoffs, Crawley went up. With us in League 1, the people who went down. Southend finished bottom on 30 points. Then it was Gillingham on 33. AFC Wimbledon then also went down with Shrewsbury, who didn't make it there, unfortunately. Going up with us in Charlton, though, remember, we're up. Most important. And also, Bristol Rovers went up there in the playoffs, beating Ipswich in the final. So, the teams in the championship to be relegated were Lincoln, Hull, and Sunderland. Lincoln finishing way far back on 27 points, 20 points away from the safety zone. Hull and Sunderland also going down. So, 2 of the clubs who went up the season before have gone down. Hopefully, that's not an omen for us. But the teams going up, this is quite an interesting one. Fulham are champions. Watford bounced back, so that means Pickering will be playing in the Premier League. But also, Brentford are up on 88 points. Very unlucky to miss out anyway. They missed out on goal difference, but they beat Newcastle in the final. So there's some massive teams for us to be playing next season. We got Newcastle there, Crystal Palace, Derby, Sheffield Wednesday, of course, the biggest of them all. Loads of big clubs, so it's going to be very tough for us next season. Lower those winning expectations, and let's see how we're going to fight it, how we're going to fight relegation. Wait, who are we going to get from the Premier League? That's what you're thinking. Let's go to it. In the Premier League, you can see the winners there were Manchester United on 93 points. City, Liverpool, and Chelsea are all the Champions League teams. Quite a bit of a gap then to Tottenham. And then in the European Cup 2, or whatever it's actually going to be called, Arsenal have got into that one. Everton there in 7th, Bournemouth in 8th, Leicester 9th, Sheffield United 10th, We work our way down to the relegated teams, which were Leeds. Leeds find themselves in the same league as us. So Ryan Edmondson won't be able to play against them, but will be, in theory, against them. Norwich and Huddersfield coming down as well. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be tough next season. It's going to be really, really tough, but we're going to see what we can do. Let's have some player stats. Footballer of the Year went to Lautaro Martinez, who's at Manchester United at the moment. 29 goals in 37 games. It's absolutely unreal. Player of the Year by the players as well. Players' player was also Lautaro Martinez. Young Player of the Year, Lautaro Martinez. I mean, I'm getting there's a thing going on here. Top goal scorer was Lautaro Martinez on that 29, and then the closest was actually Callum Wilson on 18, and then actually Bernardo Silva there rocking him with 17. Not bad at all. So a great signing, Lautaro Martinez. How much did Man U pay for him? Cheeky 88 mil. Worth it. Worth every penny. Now anyway, let's look at the FA Cup and the League Cup. The Carabao Cup went to Man United. They beat Arsenal 2-0 in the final, keeping up their back-to-back years as Carabao Cup champions. Who won the FA Cup, you ask? Let's go. A little bit of a shock in the FA Cup as Bournemouth walked away 1-0 winners over Manchester United in the final, which it kind of makes me feel better that we went out to Bournemouth. They did win the tournament. But you'll see there that number 2 in the goals rankings was Ryan Edmondson. So we are somehow still in there a little bit. Now, guys, I'm going to have to call it a break here, basically for my filming card. But I'll come back with more work, with more things for you to know. I've gone from an A+ to an A-. That's absolutely ridiculous. Thank you for joining for part 1. Come back for part 2 where we go through us trying to sign people for next season. Hopefully, it won't be as tough as the last one. Cheers, guys. To the pip.